it in battery mode at the present moment. I'm going to drive down. Andy's going to tell you little bits and pieces. If you get any questions, ask me. And at the moment, we're set up in battery, so we're going to head down now. Quite good, isn't it?
This is amazing. Talk from that. Yeah.
And I'm regenning, so I'm putting the power back into the batteries by braking with the power controller. That works down to 2 miles an hour. And what we'll do when we get down here, we'll go into diesel mode, and then I'll show you it working in diesel mode.
Rob likes to try and get the batteries as low as he can, because he knows it winds me up.
It's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to exercise the batteries.
Can you charge it externally or
Not the
We
traction
can do.
batteries. No traction batteries you can't do, no.
We can charge the local up.
Yeah, you can charge the local up. The control batteries and the start batteries you can charge externally. More than the Class 88. But what we can also do is combine the engine and the batteries together to give us 1750 horsepower. Just let me cancel this. So with 1750 horsepower, we have got equivalent to a Class 37, which makes it very useful for fairly light freight, moving short sections of non-electrified route. And then our last mode is electric mode. We've got 5,300 horsepower in electric mode. We can boost that up for up to 30 minutes a day. We can lift the limits on the traction electronics, and we can go to 6,100 horsepower. In addition to that, we can do 110 miles an hour, which is quicker than the 88. They can only do 100. So this locomotive is perfect for light to medium tonnage freight, fast freight, 75, intermodal, stuff like that. But it can also haul passenger trains at 110. It's got ETS.